Hi, and welcome to the Agri-Foods for Youth, Women, and Men podcast, where we discuss and showcase proven solutions to some of the challenges that we face in the agricultural sectors in Africa. I am your host, Harriet Mawia. In today's episode, we are graced again to have a wonderful guest, and we will be discussing the sweet potato value chain. He will be telling us more about what he is doing in the sweet potato value chain and what value addition aspects that his company is doing. So welcome, guys. Please become part of our community, subscribe to our channel, and share this information with many people as you can. All right, so let's dive into it. Karibu sana, Pius.
Asante.
Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Asante Sanda. Thank you very much. My name is Pius. I'm founder of Malian Agribusiness Solutions. And Malian Agribusiness, what we do is we have gotten into sweet potatoes, whereby we enable farmers to minimize their waste on sweet potatoes. And also we enable them have the best of the seeds for them to plant so that they can increase their productivity.
Awesome.
Yes.
So how did you get into this?
How I got into this is I am a farmer. I started with farming, and I looked at what I can farm. I wanted something which is not so much, does not use a lot of money to grow, and I wanted something which is sustainable in places where I was doing it, that is in arid places.
Okay.
That is why I looked at sweet potatoes, because sweet potatoes, they don't need a lot of water. They don't need a lot of inputs. Like you can do purely organic.
Yeah.
You don't need fertilizers.
Or
You don't need pesticides because they are tubers. So that is why I got to that, because I was a young boy who wanted to do something for himself.
Yeah.
And I didn't want something. I didn't have money.
Yeah.
But I could see sweet potatoes in the way, because people are looking to ways on how they want to increase, to look into their
health and nutrition.
Yeah, eat good things.
Yes.
And
true.
what good than sweet potatoes?
Sweet potatoes.
Yes, that's why I got sweet potatoes.
Awesome. All right. So when you began sweet potato, how did you get into the value chain, or which nodes of value chain are you engaged in?
What I'm doing right now is I realize for you to have high production in sweet potatoes, you need to start with the seed.
The seed.
It has to be quality seed. So because I could just go to buy from any other farmer, they have used this sweet potatoes, the recycled good. They have recycled for a lot of times, so the production becomes very low. An acre of sweet potato you should get between 8 to 10 tons. But when you recycle a lot, you get around 1-2 tons.
Yeah.
So it doesn't give you money. So I realized the farmers are struggling with the seeds. So the first thing I realized was to get quality seeds and multiply the seeds for the farmers. So I went to cafes. I talked to them. They sold to me some small quantity, and then I went to multiply.
Yeah.
And then after multiplying, I started with a quarter of an acre.
Okay. Sorry to cut you.
Yes.
Just to ask, they sell the seed to you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then you went to multiply the seed.
Yeah, I went to multiply the seed, because they sell a small, just like 2-inch.
Yeah.
But now you need to multiply them for you to sell to the farm. For the farmers, you're not going to sell a 2-inch. They are not going to buy.
Okay.
Not tuber, but the vine itself. The vine is the kamuti. Yes, hiyo mti yake ni mpando.
Okay.
So I go and multiply in my farm.
Yes.
And then after multiplying, now that's where the farmers come and buy, take to their farm now to plant.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So I ensure quality seed to the farmers.
Awesome.
Yes.
So they come to buy to you.
Yes.
Wow. So that's business.
That is a business itself.
Awesome.
Now, the other revenue stream from the sweet potato is, after now I sell these vines to the farmers, I realize there is a lot of wastage.
Yeah.
Because now I just sell to you, you go just sell, and there is a lot of waste. You are not going to. It's not impactful to you.
True.
So I realize farmers need something whereby they are going to use because they use pangas and sticks to harvest the sweet potatoes. So they end up injuring a lot of sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
When they take to the market, they are not bought.
Okay.
They end up throwing them.
Yeah.
But I realized we can get use of those waste.
Yeah, the wasted potatoes.
Yes. So what I realized is what we do now, we go and buy the waste. We call them grade 2 and go do value addition.
Awesome.
So we go, we peel them, we cut where they have been injured.
Yeah.
We have a machine whereby we cut the crisps. So we have crisps, we have chips.
Yeah.
When you come to our bakery, you can have chapati made from sweet potatoes,
Wow.
very yummy, and also mandazi and everything.
Yeah.
So that is why so the farmer now is not going to waste, is going to sell the grade 1 to the local markets or wherever they take.
Yeah.
And they're also going to sell the sweet potato, which initially they are waste.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. So now the farmer is able to maximize on their profits.
Absolutely.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
So as much as you're making also money from your end, you're also solving a problem for the farmer.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because it is satisfying to solve a problem for the farmers. Because you don't have just to sell. Yes, you are selling the seeds.
Yes.
They are going to plant nicely, but when they are harvesting, they are going to injure, and of course, some of them will get injured. They could sell 50%, and they throw 50%.
50%. Yeah,
Now
that's a lot.
they are maximizing on their production. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Just forget my ignorance, but I would want to know if in sweet potatoes there are varieties of these vines, and how are you able as a seed multiplicator, how are you able to choose the right variety that farmers require?
Thank you for that question. There are a lot of varieties in this. There is orange-fleshed sweet potatoes, which is commonly here known as sweet potato yellow.
Yes.
It is orange.
Yes.
So inside it looks like what do you call it? You see, maembe enyemeiva. So yes, ngwashe. So it looks like that. And ukipika. Sasa there is also the normal zile upandwa tu, zile tulizaliwa nayo ikipandwa.
Yes.
But you realize wazazi wetu walikuwa wanapanda, but now the production was very low. So these are like a hybrid, different sweet potatoes, which has a very high nutrition value. Vitamin A equal juu sana. So it has been improved. So nutrition value, it is very high.
It's very high.
So you look at sweet potatoes, which is going also, apart from being eaten raw, it will be added value, and it does well. So that is what I concentrated on.
Okay.
Yes.
So you chose the sweet potato that has the vitamin A, which is a hybrid type of variety.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you sold it to farmers.
Yes.
Previous research shows that adoption of anything new to farmers is not always as quickly as...
Absolutely. When they came to my farm and they saw that new variety, it doesn't look like the one we are used to.
Yes.
So this is GMO.
Yes, and it's I know it.
Yeah, they look at it like, it is not the real one. You cannot buy, you're going to have cancer. So you have to put it into your mind, it's not true. This is just improved type of a sweet potato. And what I normally do is you have to have something. If you want to convince somebody, you have to show them that you are using it.
Yeah.
You cannot sell something which you are not using.
Not using.
In fact, I'm not going to buy somebody who selling to me and tells me that I don't use this, but I'm going to sell you. So I have it in my farm. I plant a seed. The farmers can see. And then I've gone through into a lot of training with also cafes.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of referrals from cafes for the organizations to come and buy these vines. Yes. So normally nowadays I'm selling to a lot of organizations who have different farmers. So I can also sell to individual farmers, but I'm also selling to organizations.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Just to dive into the business angle, especially for the seed multiplication.
Yes.
Maybe for a young person out there who would want to know how much I can make if I want to be a seed multiplicator, would you be able to give us just estimates?
Thank you very much. That's a very good question. There is good money in multiplying seeds, even than growing the seed potatoes itself.
Oh, wow.
Because I give you some small analysis of this. An acre will give you around 8 tons of sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
And if you sell at 30 shillings, that is, I think, 240,000 Kenyan shillings.
Wow.
An acre of multiplying the seeds will give you more than 3 million Kenyan shillings.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. Because it is just only 2 months. Within 2 months, you have the vines. You just cut them into pieces and you sell.
You sell them.
Yeah, you will show your viewers how we sell them.
Sure.
Yes.
We'll be able to attach some videos on
Yes.
how these things look like. Yeah.
And so sweet potatoes, the cost of producing sweet potatoes is very low. An acre will take you around 35,000.
Okay.
Yes, because it doesn't need a lot of inputs.
A lot of inputs.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of costs on input. So if a farmer is able to cut on those costs, that's something that's good.
Yeah, but for you to get customers, you need to invest your time on advertising your work. You get into what Facebook groups of farmers. Like digital farmers, there's a group called digital farmers. You whatever you have advertised there, you get people wanting to buy. Yeah, because it is a challenge for you just to sit there and wait for people to come and buy. They won't know. And if you'll get one farmer after 3 weeks, another one. So you need to advertise yourself to get known by other people. And also you need to produce quality. Yeah, you need to take care of your farm. Weed it well. Yeah.
Awesome. Interesting. Producer, you have a question? Do you have a question?
So 3 million.
You can get 3 million Kenya shillings from 1 acre of vines. You know, a vine moja inaweza kupatia like unaweza katakata ikigrow like 50 pieces. Yeah, that is where money is. The problem is if you don't advertise yourself well, utapata customers wengi. Unaweza pata customer moja hii season, customer mwingine next season, but if you advertise yourself well, you get people.
And it goes hand in hand with the quality. You have to give.
Yeah, you have to give the quality.
They have to trust your product.
Yes.
It's of quality.
Yes.
So how do you advertise your seeds or the vines?
What I do is currently, honestly, I don't advertise because I have made myself known that I get referrals.
You already have referrals.
Yes, I get referrals. But when you are starting, what you do is you get into agricultural groups on Facebook. Where there is anything to do with a training, you go. Cafes, they have trainings. This agricultural, they have trainings. You Google the groups which are dealing with the sweet potatoes. You put yourself there. Put yourself in the market. Mix yourself there. Once you start getting customers, the customers will refer other customers as this and that and that. Yes.
Awesome. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an opportunity that actually can provide employment to anybody who wants to, either old or young.
For sure. And this is very cheap to start. Yeah, because unlike other crops where you need a lot of inputs, this is you can do even when you are not at home.
You go and plant, go to Nairobi, come back. Especially those people who have, I understand some young people have given some land at home, like half an acre. Don't use the old method to put maize, what and what. Go and put sweet potatoes. Take your time, advertise yourself, get the right seeds. You're going to get money from there.
Awesome. So let's dive a little bit into the value addition part.
Yes.
So you mentioned you have crisps, chips from sweet potatoes.
Yes.
I can't wait to taste them.
Okay.
Yeah. So in your bakery, what technology or what kind of machinery did you need to do that?
Let me tell you. You don't see it like it doesn't have to be a big thing. You see this, I don't know what you call them, this you use for carrots.
Craters?
Yes. Yes, you can use that one to make crepes and to go and sell.
Okay.
So let people not see it. You have to have big equipment.
Okay.
So you can start from there because and then oil. You deep fry and you're good to go.
Yeah.
But what I'm using is I have some machines. I got some funding somewhere.
Yes.
Which enabled me to buy the cutters, crisps cutters, chips cutters, and so they enable me to make a lot, which I supply to the local market. So I normally sell them to shops around. Wholesale at wholesale prices, and also people who come the bakery. So just like a small bakery, you don't have to have big. Usisikie nikisema bakery
But pia usiseme nika small.
No, I want to make big people see you don't have to have at it. You need a lot of money to start it.
To do that.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. That's interesting.
Yes.
Maybe we can get a question from our audience. Now that we have audience.
I'm literally learning. Honestly, I'm literally learning a lot from you. So at the moment, I don't have a question, but in case it pops up, just literally ask.
I think you have. I answered.
Are there, it seems like there are no challenges, are there?
There is nothing where you will not find challenges because sometimes, especially if you don't have water, you are not. It is hard to do this because people say sweet potato don't need a lot of water, but yes, they don't need a lot of water, but they need water. Like we irrigate once a week. So if you don't irrigate, you're going to get weevils. So we have pests, the weevils. So they'll invest in your sweet potatoes. You're not going to sell it. So we have a problem with the weevils, but you have to manage it using irrigation. The soil has to be moist. So those are little of challenges, and also getting the market. Sometimes you have to go to look for that market. Yeah, because sometimes if you carry the vines, take to the market and expect people to buy, most of people will not buy. You have to get the right people who want the sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is how it is.
I have a question.
Yes.
We are speaking in a Kenyan context.
Yes.
And in your quest to empower farmers with this startup and the other one, do you receive any friction from local authorities or tunajua hizi story? We hear about them. You didn't follow protocol or this or that. Have you encountered such friction?
The best thing is just follow the protocols. If your company have permits, if you want to do business, they are not expensive.
Yes. No, not that kind of protocol. That's the legal side. Those are okay. But is there a situation where like the local area MCA or even chief anakuja kukuuliza, what are you doing with my farmers, this and that?
In fact, I invite them during the training. The last one, the last training, which was on 8th February, the chief was there talk to the farmers, encourage them to adopt what we are doing. So what you do is you collaborate with them. You don't see them as a threat. You involve them into your business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. So in this, you've created employment for yourself and for the other young people that are working for you.
Mm-hmm.
So just to touch on the subject of employment,
Yeah.
is this an opportunity? Besides, sweet potatoes, which other crops or which other opportunities can young people tap into around, in terms of adding value or even being seed multiplicator? You can answer in terms of what you've been doing.
Yeah, there are a lot of things. If you come to my demo farm, you will find sweet potatoes. You will find sunflower for the oil.
Yes.
I'm concentrating on the crops which are drought resistant.
Resistant, yeah.
Yes, because I want to also show farmers you need to choose the type of crops you want to grow.
Yeah.
Currently, we are doing also beans.
Wow.
Yeah, the yellow beans.
Yes.
Yeah, we are doing them. Currently, I think we've done 8 acres of yellow beans. So we are doing. What you do is look at your soil, look at your area, which crops can do better there. Don't just hear somebody told me that they planted a watermelon in this place to give them this amount of money, and you run through. You need to know what is needed. Do your research. It is free. Yes.
So let's dive into looking at the market. As you've mentioned, you have to go to the customers and all that.
Yes.
But I'm sure there are also some challenges that someone might experience when looking or sourcing for the market, apart from, having the referrals and all that, especially on the value addition part. How do you get the market for the chips and the other things that you add value?
Currently, we target on the small shops.
Okay.
Because if you sell at a wholesale, you don't have to be waiting for the customers to come the whole day.
Yes.
So you go prepare in the morning, you take to the shops, and you leave. You go do something else. Yeah, so our market is the local shops. Sell at a wholesale. Let them now sell one to their customers.
Yeah.
So for us, the market is not a big problem because the shops there are a lot of shops there. So you make them according to the demands there. You can make even for 10 shillings. If you want to make money, don't go for the big ones. Because if you start selling like 200, you'll get just 5 customers.
Yeah.
And then it's over.
Yeah.
But for the 10, even a school going children will buy.
Can buy. And it's nutritious. It has vitamin A.
Yes.
In comparison to the other chips.
Absolutely.
So
the market there, you need to know the people you are going to target.
yeah.
Like if I'm going to sell to you, of course I know you can afford for 100 bob, 200, I'll bring you that one.
Yeah.
If I'm going to a school children, I'll take the 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm interested to know how they taste. I'm sure, of course, you'll say they taste nice because it's your product.
Yes.
How is it different from the potato chips that we know?
I think what I can do is I bring to you,
okay.
Taste, and you tell me the difference. Because if I tell you, a lot of people, entrepreneurs, we are accused of falling in love with our products.
You must.
So you should let your customer fall in love with your product than yourself. Yes, because that is where it is viable.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. I like the value addition part and not just producing to sell as the raw product.
Yes.
So that's a really good opportunity.
And that has changed the game because initially sweet potato are just grown, take to the market, people buy, boil in the morning and they eat. Sasa watu unaangalia sasa watu wanataka kula kitu ingine, watu wameboeka na kula hivyo. You just change the way it is cooked. It's the same thing, but change it. Yeah. I
like that. Yes. On that note, now that we have some lawyers in our midst, I look forward to when we'll have value addition to maize, not just to ugali, But when you are trying to
What is this? Yeah. What are you saying? What are you saying?
oh, they can tell us what they are adding in the ugali flour. What else apart from ugali? do
But
we
you
get
can
from it?
you can extract oil from
Don't simply
maize.
say,
Oh wow!
Yeah, it is being done like there is this what? There is
Mhm.
oil yenye imetengenezwa kutoka kwa maize.
Corn oil.
Elianto,
Elianto.
yes. Elianto is from maize.
From maize.
So everything you can add value.
Yes.
A value addition is the way to go. Mangoes,
Mm,
you add value. Everything can be added value.
very true.
Yes.
And it creates opportunities,
Yes.
not just for employment, but also for
Yes.
livelihood changes and
Yes.
all that. All right. So just diving into the sweet potato, let's start with the input itself, the seed. How long does it take to produce the seeds?
Yeah.
Fast. Yeah.
If you want to multiply,
Mhm.
it will take you around 2 months
Okay.
now to start cutting your vines.
Yeah.
But if you are looking to produce the tuber, that is the sweet potatoes, it's going to take you 3.5 to 4 months.
Oh wow.
So it's not a long
It's
time.
not long time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's something people can do.
That people can do and they can get incomes.
Yeah.
After 3-4 months.
3-4
Yeah,
months.
that's a short time.
That's a short time.
Short time.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we would wind up. Maybe you can tell us your parting shot, and as well, I would also want you to speak maybe to young people who would come across this podcast and just advise them on the sweet potato value chain, the opportunities that are there, sorry, and how they can tap into those opportunities.
Thank you very much. My parting shot is sweet potatoes have never been enough in the market. Even in your local market, people are looking to go to your local market. There is no sweet potatoes.
Yes.
So there is opportunity there. Let's embrace it. Let's take it. Look for the right seeds. You'll get my contacts. I will help you with that. If you can call me, you'll have my number.
Sure.
I'll put it. They can call me. I will advise them on what to use. So utilize your small land. Don't have to depend on the maize. Also, do something new.
Yeah.
So let's get sweet with sweet potatoes.
Awesome. I like that. Let's get sweet with sweet potatoes. Interesting conversation. And thank you so much for staying tuned. Please become part of our community, subscribe to our channel as well, share this content if you find it interesting. I hope you do find it interesting. And therefore, that's it for today. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.